We're not sure if it started yet.
It did.
It did?
Yes.
Welcome to the Never Cast Off podcast. I don't know if you can tell, but this is a little bit different than Sheila's basement.
Right. I wish this was our satellite store.
Yes, I do
Can you
too.
see?
Oh, can you see that? Isn't that great? we need to read it. Can you read it? I don't have my glasses on.
It says, I'm making a sweater that's not going to fit. Gauges for wussies.
I just love that. When we first started, we almost called ourselves the Nevercast or the Swatch List, but
Swatchless. I like that name.
yeah. Okay.
We're on episode 54.
54. My name is Debbie. I'm known as Deb's Destiny on Ravelry, Instagram, and Etsy, but I don't have anything for sale right now.
Blue Yarn Always on Instagram and Ravelry. And it is December 17th.
And on Etsy, your name is?
Oh, thank God for bags. And today we're actually coming to you from location where I teach crochet. And it is the Yarn Stop in Clawson, Michigan. And this is Sam's stash.
This is, yeah. Jealous.
Sam and Mike.
Yep.
This is their stash. Some of their stash.
Okay, so Lucy's back together now.
Let me just hold on to your chair. Hold on, see? It's like all over.
We're surrounded by yarn.
We're just going to do one slow pan, and then that's it. So, here you go.
We're going to hit the tree. We're going to hit the tree.
Look at all the yarn. Look at all those colors.
Did you get over there?
Oh my gosh, no. There's too much to show. But if anything catches your eye, guess what? All you gotta do is call up Sam, and he's willing to ship it to you.
It's upside down. No, I'm kidding.
Is it upside down?
No.
The Yarn Stop.
Okay, so Lucy's back together, and I found my other thing. So
terrific.
Here you go.
Thank you very much.
And this is a snowman.
Oh,
I just had.
Cute.
Okay, so there
That's
you go.
Cute.
And this is the stuff we were talking about yesterday that it's hard to spin with, and so that's what I've been using.
Terrific.
Okay.
Terrific. So we have a few morning announcements. So the winner of the V yarns, you need to contact me. And if you don't know who you are, you need to watch episode 53 and contact me. You have till January 4th. Otherwise, I'm going to redraw.
Oh.
We're going to redraw. The biggest loser is going to start January 1st, so get ready. We have details in our Ravelry group, and there's also details in the Fiber Pusher
in stereo.
Yep, Fiber Pusher. There's also details there, so we look forward to everyone joining in, seeing all the creations, and also, oh my gosh, her name just escapes me. Sharon, Moms from Yarn, is doing a Knit from Your Library with the Flame and Fiber podcast in January, and they're doing a cal. So that would be great because you're going to have to knit anyway to be the biggest loser out of your stash, so you might as well knit from your library too, and hop in on their cal, because I am.
Cool.
I am. I'm going to hop in on their cal. Moms with Yarn and the Flame and Fiber podcast. What else is coming up? Oh yeah, Video Yarn Chat, or VKN, we call them Video Yarn Chats. The next one we're going to try to do is going to be on a Saturday around lunchtime. There's been a few people who just cannot make it on Sundays, and then there's a few people out of the USA that would like to join in, but because of the time difference, they're unable to join because it's late in the evening.
Okay.
So I've been chatting with a few ladies in the Ravelry group, and I'm going to put together an ear burn list. So basically, you're going to get a little alert the day before we're going to do our next one. And I might put something on Instagram. You probably could too, right? Are you back on Instagram?
Yes.
So we could both put something back on Instagram letting you know, like the day prior. Like, hey, we're going to have the Video Yarn Chat Saturday at this time. So everybody's up and ready. If you can join.
Yeah, I had an issue with Instagram where I couldn't sign on. All I had to do is go back through Facebook and then sign me right on.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Instagram's terrible. There's too many
Terribly
good.
addictive.
No, there's too many good things on there. It's like, oh, I want to buy that. It's like a sale, like right in your face. Like you see it and you're like, I want that. And then you see something else, like, I want that too.
Well,
It's horrible, 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 horrible. But how else are you going to know about these things unless you're on Instagram?
right.
So it's kind of nice.
Yes.
It's got the bad and the good. Okay, so we're done with morning announcements.
Okay.
So escapees.
Oh, I finished something.
I know I see it. It's pretty. I like it.
Okay, so I wanted to make it in the round, and I just kept casting on. So it's quite long.
It's in the round.
It's in the round, and it just is a big fluffy mess.
What is it? Malabrigo?
It,
It looks like singles.
it's two different colors. I think it is Malabrito actually.
It's pretty, like an emerald green.
It's two different colors. One's an emerald green, and then the other one is a little bit more jewel tone. So this is the emerald green over here. This is the jewel tones over here. And I just wanted to get something real fast done. And I don't think I have the,
I only have one escapee this week too.
yeah. So that's what I have.
It's the holiday season, and it's
I did finish a market bag, but it was for a
You give it away?
Christmas swap, and so it had to go to
give
the
it away?
post office yesterday, and I didn't take a picture.
oh. I finished the Southwest Sophisticate Crochet Shawl by 10 Hours or Less.
Cool.
And the yarn, I think this is Shabui, and then this is shepherd's wool that I dyed. But this is a crocheted shawl by 10 Hours or Less. It's on my project page, and the construction is really interesting. Can I have you hold that?
No.
So we're gonna keep going, and you like build, and then bigger, smaller, 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 smaller. Ain't that cool?
It's very
So
nice.
it's so nice because you can do any color variations you would like to do. But yeah, it was very nice pattern. Okay, I'm getting warm. One layer's got to come off. Phew. But yeah, this is my only escapee this week, and this is the Southwest Sophisticate. I would put this on, but this is baby alpaca. So that's it for escapees for me. Can I just say, Sam has these at the store. They're little note cards. Ain't they the cutest?
They really are. They're darling.
This is a crochet pack, and this is a knitted pack. It says knitting mends the soul.
It does.
God, these are such cute cards, and you get 8 in a pack.
I
You
ended
think
up,
crochet mends the soul? I don't know. Knitting mends the soul. I don't know which one mends the soul. They should
knitting.
have one that says yarn mends the soul.
Yeah.
These are so
Like spinning.
Oh, these are not our escapees, but can I just say, there you go. Anne, who is a teacher here at the store, her Ravelry name is In the Mitten, has knitted these little sweaters out of mini skeins, and it's called the Mini Sweater. You can check out her Ravelry page. The pattern's free. Ain't they cute?
Look at this one. It has a cable on it. And that it's so adorable. You could just put a little hook on it, and there you go. It's something for the tree, and it's knitted. Isn't that just darling?
Yeah, the designer's Anne Swart, and again, her Ravelry ID is In the Mitten, and the pattern's free on Ravelry if you want to go get it.
Yeah, we're still better that we didn't name it Knitting in the Mitten.
Yeah.
I don't know where all this is coming from. Oh my gosh.
Plus, she has other patterns too. She's a designer also, but these are like the cutest. I'm gonna
Really
make some of
is.
these out of the mini skeins I don't like. These
I
are
really
cute.
want to make some of these. These are just gorgeous.
They are. I like them.
And we have a very, very special visitor that we want to introduce you to. This is Sam. Hey, he's
Hi,
one of
Sam.
the owners from the store, and we just wanted to bring him on so he could tell us a little bit about his store and just say hi to you guys. Um, I know that if you see the Richard DeVere's yarn right here, and it's very hard to get some of his stuff in some of the different stores. He's very particular where he sells his yarn. And so if you wanted to get some, you could give Sam a call, and he's more than happy to ship it to you guys.
Mhm.
And
Mhm. Yeah,
I,
this is
I
beautiful.
wanted you to make sure that you could say hi too.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to do all the talking for you.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is just one skein here. Let me show really quick. The color is called, was it May
Mayan Mysteries.
Mysteries. And I think Richard, he's out of Canada, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, this is
He hand dyes in his
beautiful.
backyard.
He hand
Really?
dyes in his
Yeah,
backyard?
he has a studio that's in his backyard.
Oh,
So
okay. Does he do like snow dyeing too?
I don't know. We'll have to ask him.
Okay.
So
Yeah, we
it'd be
got
kinda
to
cool
meet
if he
him,
did. So
what, a month or so ago?
yeah, he was here.
Yeah,
So
he was great.
It was so
um,
much fun coming up
yeah.
to, you know, it was the first time I got a
So
chance
nice.
to meet you too. But
So
yeah, so we're going through some of the stuff that we did, and we were just showing Anne's little sweater.
oh, and sweaters. Yeah, those are
Yes,
cool sweaters. So
these are adorable.
Do you have any
and
on your tree at home?
no, I don't have a tree at home. I have 4 cats, so I can't have a tree at home.
I love cats. I have two.
That's next year's project for here. So
Okay.
we bought the store so late in the year that
Okay.
in August, and so we didn't have time to get a lot of stuff ready for Christmas
The
and
holidays.
the holidays and stuff like that. And the first set of classes we sort of just rushed and threw them on the calendar.
Okay.
And then the next set of classes that are coming up, which are on the website, we um, put some thought behind them. So we're
Okay.
slowly building our class schedules here. Sheila's actually teaching one of our classes.
Yep.
I don't know if you've talked about that yet or not. So
I have a little bit, but
and
Sam's also on Facebook too. The
right,
Yarn Stop is on Facebook. They have a page. And if you're anywhere in the Clawson area and you're looking for classes or help, feel free to drop in.
always.
Feel free to drop
So
in.
and anytime there's not a class going on, you're welcome to come in and sit down and just knit or crochet.
Mhm.
So
And come squeeze all the yarn.
yeah,
There's
pet
like,
the yarn. We encourage a petting the yarn. So
they I just love being able to go in a place and then where they have like where you can just like write on the walls and stuff like that or just have ideas or whatever.
it's
There's
got
a
chalkboard.
cool he's
yeah,
got chalkboards like over half the wall. Okay, not half the walls, but they're just in key sections, and it's gorgeous to be able to just change it up and use creativity and just the different things. And the first time I came in here on the chalkboard, it said, "This is a future
Sweaters.
sweater,"
yeah.
Future sweaters.
you know. And then it just was darling. So
Yeah.
it's just really cool.
Well,
Um,
enjoy. I got customers.
Oh,
So
the bell
Okay.
rang. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks
thank
for
you.
stopping
No
in.
problem.
But if
Okay.
you see anything you like, please feel free to give Sam a call. He'll be more than happy to get it to you. And oh my gosh, yeah, it's nice. I wish my satellite store looked like this.
Okay, satellite store. Okay, so we had an interesting comment. We have not gone over this in a long time. We're so used to just talking about satellite store that
But we do
haven't.
get new viewers who
And
do not know what our satellite store is.
and so we wanted to just go over and define what that was. We decided to call that
Debbie came up with a name.
instead of stash enhancement, we wanted to be a little bit fancy and call it satellite store.
Yeah, because we have to be different. We just can't say our stash. So Debbie
Stash.
refers to her yarn room as her satellite store. So that was kind of code for when we had yarn being delivered, it would be like, I got something coming to the satellite store.
Yeah, so there's nothing for sale.
And it doesn't have an address
There's no address.
for the satellite store.
Yeah,
That's just
you
our
can't.
code
You
name.
cannot come and visit. Sorry.
We're
No.
we're kind of on the down low, and that's kind of like our code, like circus talk. Remember when you're younger, people you talk like circus talk. Well, that's kind of our code for like, I got a few deliveries coming to the satellite store. Nobody would know what that is.
Yeah, I know.
Nobody, but we know what it is.
Right.
And
And if your husband doesn't get it, that's even better.
yeah, I mean, I had 3 things come in for the satellite store, and they're all put away. There's nothing to discuss.
There you go. Next. So what did you buy? Oh my gosh, you spent so much money.
I know.
No.
All right. So let's move on. We got
Oh,
hanging
but
on the
we're
wire.
having fun. Okay, so I am making.
Oh, those are cute. In the pocket.
Okay, I am making a glove, and I can't put my thumb in there.
Did you dye this yarn?
Yes, I did.
What's it called? Can I name it?
Yes.
Carnival Rainbow.
Okay.
Ooh, no, never mind. I want to name it. I like naming yarns now. I want to name this Slippery Flamingo. Can I name this Slippery Flamingo?
You can name it.
Ooh, you know what we can name this? Hot Baloney. Oh my God, the names that I could come up with. Okay, I'll back down. I'll back away. Back away from the yarn.
So.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
Oh
Hot
my
Baloney.
gosh. So right here, I did increases on both sides to try and make room for the thumb. And now I'm trying to track it enough so that I can make the second one so it matches. But I'm not planning on making this into a pattern. Oh, look at that would have been a good idea. Okay. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out, okay, how many stitches do I need for my thumb? Yeah, it's been interesting.
Because you made a pocket.
Yeah. Okay, so I have this going on. Pink flamingo or
Hot Baloney.
baloney
No,
flamingo.
it was Slippery Flamingo.
Okay.
Can you guys leave a comment? Slippery Flamingo or Hot Baloney? You vote.
And
Let the
whoever
viewers vote.
and the best one. No, okay. So then in this do we want to start a new thread or do we want to just do that for episode?
Yeah, just leave a comment on this episode.
Yeah, and so then we will draw, and whoever wins, I will send them a copy of my new pattern, and I don't have it.
What copy? Whoever wins what? The best name?
Yeah, we'll draw.
Okay.
We'll do the random generated.
Name the yarn.
Name the yarn.
But you can't take my name. You can't name it Slippery Flamingo, and you can't name it Hot Baloney. Those names are already spoken for.
Oh, darn it.
See, those are obvious
Okay.
names too.
They're so obvious. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hot
okay,
baloney.
so yeah, and then
You know why I say
my
that?
dream job cowl. That's the one that I'm gonna give you.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
And then so this is the other one that I have. Well, I have more than this one. So this one right here. And
Jeez, look at all the needles hanging from that.
yeah, I put it on so Sharon could tell me to rip it back, and then
It didn't happen.
no, she didn't. She said it's gonna be a little bit roomier than you probably anticipate, but that's okay. I don't care. So this is yeah, and Sheila says you need to rip it back because it's way too stripy.
She said, "What do you think?" I said, "It's too stripy." I was just kidding. But some people took me serious, and
It
I
was
just had to
funny.
laugh.
Okay, and so
It's too stripy.
and I'm also doing a knit alone.
Is that a big? That's a huge plastic zip bag.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm doing knit along.
Knit alone. We shouldn't be laughing so hard, but you know what? We can laugh at ourselves. That's funny. She's doing a knit alone.
I'm doing a knit alone on our project page. Okay, so I put the pattern.
So how's it going?
I hear crickets. What I don't even know.
That's too funny.
So I had 4 skeins of some silk, and I just like silk. And so I'm not making a pattern. It's not
It's just off the top of your head.
just out of the top of my head and brain dead, excessive brain dead knitting. It's going to be a cowl, and it's going to be on the bias, and then it's going to be one that you have to it was a provisional cast on, and then you have to do a seam to get it off. But it's just a way to use up some yarn. I'm doing like 9 rows of garter and then 3 rows of of wait, 9 rows of purple, then 3 rows of green because I have 3 skeins of purple and 1 skein of green. So I'm doing 3 times as much for the green. And then it was taking too long, so I put it on bigger needles. And so I'm going from bigger needles to smaller needles to bigger needles to smaller needles. And
Those are the squares, right?
yeah, I'm using the squares.
I like the
that.
squares.
I do too. So easy.
Or cubics, I'm sorry, we should say it properly.
Cubics, they're square.
Cubics, squares.
So this is my knit alone.
Her knit alone.
Yeah, don't feel obligated. I'm it'll be done sooner or later. Thank God. Okay, so oops.
Hanging on the wire. Here's your slippery flamingo.
All right, thank you for my hot
What do I
balloon.
got for hanging on the wire? I got it written down. The Bankhead hat. So I seen Michelle and Armando from the Yarny. Look, I even got it written in there. The Yarny's podcast. The Yarny's podcast making the Bankhead hat. And I thought, you know what? It's a free pattern on Ravelry. I'm going to make one of those for my brother-in-law using this. I think this was shepherd's wool that I dyed up with Debbie, I don't know, in the spring. So it's a chocolate brown with, I was using your leftovers of chartreuse, whatever was left in the squeeze bottle, because you
Okay.
can barely see it.
It's pretty though.
Yeah. So I got this going, and I'm not altering from the pattern. I'm being good so far.
Oh.
Crap. And it's working out pretty good. I like this yarn. The ribbing is done. Look at my nail polish. It looks like Halloween color, orange. Kind of matches the hat. So there's so far the hat. And
Can't
this,
even really see the chartreuse that much.
no, this is
It's there.
see this twisted rib. Ain't that cool?
You know what that's what I did on the bottom here.
Ain't that cool?
And so
Twisted rib.
what to get the twisted rib when you're knitting, you knit through the back loop, and then what ends up happening is it pulls it in more than
Yeah.
ribbing, so it's
cool.
more elastic, and yeah, so that's what I ended up doing on mine.
And this is soft too. Look. It is soft.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Besides
like
that, I
it's
just
not.
wanted to
It's
grab
not.
your head. Sorry.
It's not like a marshmallow soft.
No. I just thought it would be fun for you guys for me to like.
And then what else do I got written down? Oh, I got the hitchhikers. So it's hitchhiker season. Oh,
It's hitchhiker time.
Yeah, it's hitchhiker time. This is what I have left, and this is V yarn. And this was in. Oh, it's on my project page, but it's sparkly. It's gold and silver sparkles, and it's the hitchhiker Martina Beam. And I'm just following the pattern like I should be, like a good little knitter.
No way.
Yep, you have to follow the pattern. I don't care how many teeth I'm getting. I think this yarn is 463 yards, so I'm going to run it out. So I'm this here, and I'm knitting those on my carbons, which I like these carbons. But this is a Christmas gift from my daughter, so I'm figuring I will not have that far to go on this at all. So what do I got here? Is another hitchhiker.
No way.
Yep.
Do you like that pattern?
I'm knitting this for someone I don't know. Let's see.
So how many have you done for people that you don't know?
I don't know, a couple. I don't mind knitting for other people. All right. So anyway.
And we all thank you for that.
Oh, thanks. This is, I think, from the Cauldron. I have to look it up, but this is merino and cashmere. This is the one where you could just fall asleep with it. It's nice. It's a dark green with the grayish.
So if you have some nice yarn, make sure you don't let Sheila near it because she might want to.
Well, no, I think this is for Jennifer, and she lives in Tennessee, and she got a hold of me and asked me if I'd be interested. And you can't say no to a knitter, right? So I said no. I said yes. So this is another hitchhiker on my carbon needles, and so far there's no pooling on this because it's pretty dark in color, but the yarn is just amazing. And then I get to try yarns that I wouldn't buy, which is nice. I think this is fresh from the cauldron. So I haven't bought from them before, but it's nice to try yarns that I've never worked with before. That's kind of a plus, right?
Mhm.
And there was a lady at work that commented Friday on my hand spun cowl. So I had it sitting at my desk. And she walked by it a couple times, and then at one point she was looking at it, like over my, you know how you feel somebody over your shoulder?
Yeah.
So I turned around and
And
I
you
said-
said, stalker, what the heck are you doing?
no, I'm like, can I help you? And she's like, oh, I'm just looking at that. And I'm like, okay. I said, you know, it's just my hand spun. So I was sitting there, and I'm thinking, you know what? I have more of that yarn at home. This must be fascinating her because she's been at my desk 3 times, like standing behind me looking at it. And the pattern is the hand spun cowl by Doris. And I believe she has the, oh, did I write it down? Doris from the Knit and Pearl podcast. And she's running that pattern at 50% off.
Oh, cool.
So you can actually get a hand spun cowl pattern for less than $2
Wow, that's
if
pretty
you
good.
need to do some gift giving. So I'm thinking, you know what? I have more of that yarn left. I got Doris's pattern. So I gave her the cowl before I left for work on Friday. She was just like, are you serious? Is this a joke? I was just like, no. I'm like, please don't put it in the washer and dryer. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe you're giving this up. I'm like, well, because I have more yarn at home, otherwise you wouldn't be getting it.
Aww.
If I didn't have more yarn at home, of course I wouldn't give it up because that was my hand spun. And I haven't knit a lot of things with hand spun. I don't know why I'm hoarding it, but I just haven't. But I have more of it left, so I just gave it to her.
That's very nice of you.
Some days I am nice.
Yes. That's very, very nice.
It depends what day it is. So anyway, the whole point was I'm going to make another hand spun cowl. And if you want a pattern for a hand spun cowl, check out the pattern called the Hand Spun Cowl by Doris of the Knit and Pearl podcast. It's 50% off.
And speaking of hand spun,
What do you got?
see that?
Ooh, guess who's going to be spinning?
Guess whose house it's at now? It's mine. It
Ooh, I should have brought you that 2 pounds of roving.
was 1 pound.
Oh, I don't know. It's red, cranberry red.
Yeah.
So Debbie's going to be a spinner.
No.
And guess who gave her the wheel? Aunt Joan.
Aunt Joan rocks.
Aunt Joan, the lady that gave her 58 bags of.
57 skeins of yarn.
Now
Some
she's
roving.
giving her a wheel. You know what you're going to get next? A sheep. Or she's going to give you a goat.
I don't want a goat because that's mohair.
She's going to give you a sheep or a
She
goat.
had 2 sheep for like 10 years.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That is all I have
I think I want 2 sheep for 10 years.
for hanging on the wire. So you got anything for getting your knitting on?
This.
Getting your knitting on in January, I can tell you right now, I plan on knitting a couple little sweaters. I'm going to knit from my library, and I'm going to get in the Moms with Yarn and the Flame of Fiber podcast, Cal's. I'm going to reserve my spot in our Ravelry group for the 2017 Biggest Loser. And every item that I finish, I am going to drop in my spot. I'm going to reserve a spot. Though I'll create a thread where you can reserve your spot, and throughout the year you can add in. Even though we don't qualify for prizes in the group,
Oh,
we don't. We don't.
that's just wrong.
But we can reserve our spot, and you can.
We like presents.
But you can reserve your spot too, because trust me, Benita's going to be in both, and she's got an Excel spreadsheet. But for the prizes, January, she's giving the prize in January.
Yep. and then-
February is our month. It's the
Yeah.
month of love. We have the month of love. We do. We have the month of love. And then also I have to do another hitchhiker, a pair of socks for Nancy, and I need to get my button gear for the Pure Joy. So as soon as I get done with these 3 things, I'm going to start doing for me. So that's what I'm doing for getting your knitting on.
Okay.
DIY. Any DIY?
Oh, I kind of did that at the beginning.
Did you? Oh,
The
sure.
little Lucy faces and stuff.
Yeah, needle felting.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute. This could be a cute gift for your cat. Hide the catnip underneath the hat. Be cute. Spinning. Look, remember we went to Ann Arbor?
No.
Get
Just
out.
kidding.
We went to Ann Arbor. 4-inch braid, and this, because I'm figuring I'm gonna get all the sparkle out of my life this month. I'm done with sparkles. It's too distracting. But anyway, fiber addiction. And remember what the color was? Freak like me. It is merino and stellina gold, and it's all done up. All done. So I think I have about a pound of white merino at home. So I'm gonna apply this with the white merino
That's going to be pretty.
because I don't really want to stick it with a color.
Yeah, it would
But
detract.
there's a lot of glitter in there. A lot of glitter. Hey, what kind of wheel did you get? What's the name of it? Do you know the name of your wheel?
I can tell you in a minute.
But yeah, I only did 4 ounces.
It's from Tromp and Treadle,
Tromp and Treadle.
and it was made in 74. It's number 20.
Number 20, 74. That's cool.
Yeah.
And again, this was Fiber Addiction. I got that from her in Ann Arbor. And that is all I have for DIY. So the satellite store.
Okay, so then remember, nothing's for sale except
Nothing's
for
for
here, like Sam's stores.
Right.
Okay, so the only thing I have is some scrumptious yarn from Richard De Beers. And this is Mayan Mysteries. Yep. Isn't it pretty?
2 skeins.
They match.
Yes, they do. And this was a gift from Richard. And thank you.
Thank you very much.
It was so nice to meet him.
Yeah, it was really cool to meet
And
an indie dyer.
And sit in it with him.
And yeah, for like the afternoon, oh, it was wonderful.
And remember, Sam carries Richard's yarn. If you see a color, feel free to give him a call.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is pretty DK merino. I can say that just to be honest with the 2017 Biggest Loser, I did post on Instagram 11 skeins of yarn that I recently dyed up. So I just posted them on Instagram.
Mhm.
And then I'm purchasing way more yarn than I should be because I don't want to buy any yarn next year.
I've heard that you're not the only one doing that.
Yeah, so I'm like buying yarn like crazy, but I know next year I will only be buying fiber. I can guarantee it. I won't be buying any yarn unless I gotta have it. And I get a stomachache if I walk away.
So basically, it'll just be diminished a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, so I got this on a Ravelry V-Stash. Oh, this one's not even wound up, but still. I got 3 skeins of Madeline. 2 in the memory colorway. Whoop, as they fall down.
Yeah, I couldn't grab
This
it
is
fast enough.
Minimal Tundra. And this is, so they're
Matches very nicely.
all 3 are kind of going to go together. I'm not a good skein winder person there. But they're all going to go together.
So this is like a light purpley bluish. A little bit
Think
more
so?
purple than blue, but there is a little bit blue in there.
I think it's bluish.
Oh,
I think it's bluish.
for me, I see a little bit more purple than
Well, you know, next month you're going to be seeing.
blue. Yeah.
But I got these. And more's on the way. I did buy a skein of yarn from Lady Farnico from the Pen Hook and Needles podcast.
Oh, cool.
Oh, you know what? I forgot something. I just wanted to show everybody this. So this is made out of, oh,
Mohair.
yeah. So this is all like acrylic yarn, and it was some fun yarn, and it was some tape yarn, all of these different yarns. So I have all of these different yarns. They kind of all go together, and I think I did them on size, what are these, 15s? 13 or 15, Debbie knows. Oh, this was Mountain Colors Mohair. So what did I do?
Does that look like it's the same?
Yep, pretty much.
13s.
So I used the two heaviest yarns, and I cast it on. And then I used the fun yarn, and I did, you know, just the yarn overs and the drop stitches. And then I ended with the regular stuff here. So basically, it's a long tube, kind of much a Mobius. I haven't sent it to the finisher yet. She doesn't have this yet. So I kind of like it like this, but I have a lot of this left and a lot of this. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take one of the edges and I'm going to crochet. I think on one of the edges down. And you know what I did? I blocked this. It's acrylic, smell it. I blocked acrylic. Isn't it nice?
It's very nice.
I'm telling you, I like myself. That's called Celebration. But this is how wide it is. And it's very soft. But I think I want to make it a little bit wider. And it's very, very long. So yeah, this is finished knitting, but not finished. So we're going to add to it. But I don't need the knitting needles anymore. So in the bag it goes. And back on with my holiday scarf from my friend Cher. Okay.
Product of Canada.
Canada's our neighbor.
Yes. You can get to Canada in about 45 minutes.
Okay, Interweave. I know you like
Ooh.
magazines. So I bought this last month from the Yarn Stop, and it's Interweave Crochet.
Interweave is a good magazine.
Yeah. Well, I like these magazines that have this. When they have this, you have my attention. So when I first looked in the book, look at this. What do you think you're going to be making?
Pillows.
Oh, see, when I looked at this one here, I immediately thought it was the chair. The hanging chair. I thought it was some kind of weaving. But I got this for a beret. I think it's page 61. And it's really pretty. It's a crocheted. This is all crocheted stuff. I know that caught your eye, didn't it? All crocheted.
That's cool.
Ain't it? That's what you can do with triples.
Strawberry.
Triples, trebles. Debbie's looking at this right here.
That's really pretty.
Yeah, it's crocheted. But this caught my eye because to find really nice crochet hats, I'm kind of particular, but I like that one. And you can see the cable in it. It's called the Octal Beret by Anastasia Popovaya. Is that pretty? It's
It
crocheted.
is pretty. It looks like they're doing a chain in it too.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that you could do chains with crochet,
Mm-hmm.
but I've never really seen one. And they keep doing it there. That's
Yep.
really pretty.
I mean, they had a lot of nice, even these hats here. They're all crocheted hats. Really pretty. I mean, usually I'm not big on the magazines unless there's a couple in there. But this is a straight hat and slouch by Brenda K.B. Anderson. But yeah. Interweave crochet. It's really cute. The girl on the back.
Yeah,
She's
I know.
bundled up for a Michigan winter.
Yeah, I'm like, man, that's pretty.
Yeah. Really, really nice. So, as we have come to the end of our list, I don't know if we're going to podcast any more this month, are we?
It's going to be tight.
So there may not be another episode before. This
Next
might be
year.
the last episode.
Of the year.
Yes. So happy holidays.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and everything else in between.
Kwanzaa,
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. Stay warm, stay safe. Happy New Year's.
Happy
Be
New
safe.
Year's. Be safe.
And if you want to follow us on Instagram, our links are on our YouTube channel. So in the bottom right. Because I'm most active on Instagram. I don't know.
Yeah, I sometimes I'm not.
Okay. I'm most active on Instagram. And as always, any comments, concerns, questions, feel free to leave it in the comment thread. And we will ear burn if we were going to do a video chat. Maybe we'll skip a podcast and do a video chat. That would be fun too.
We could do that.
Yeah.
There's so much fun being able to talk to you guys.
Yeah.
It's so fascinating because y'all know us and we don't know you at all.
No, all I see is that little avatar thing, and then when people come on the screen, it's like, oh my God, I know your little avatar, and it's so good to see you, like a live person.
Yeah, so it's like there really is a person behind.
It's like we want to make all these connections and like meet people, and like we need to have like a yarn summit.
That would be so cool. It's just like some of the stuff that's going on in Ann Arbor and stuff like that, they don't even realize how much they're missing out on by not having that. They could have so many more people there if they were to just say, come meet a podcaster or something,
Well, yeah.
But we want to meet you.
Yeah. It would be really nice. But I will ear burn, and if you're interested in getting on the ear burn list, chime in on the Ravelry group. There's a thread called VKN or VYCN. Chime in over there and say, please add me to the ear burn list, and we'd be more than happy to do that. And thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it. And I think that's about it. We're a bi-weekly podcast if you're new. We record twice a month.
Yep.
Once a week's too much pressure, and we want to have fun with this, so we're twice a month.
Yep.
So, I think that's it. And if you've seen anything here at the Yarn Stop, feel free to ring up Sam.
Yep.
He's more than happy to take care of you. He's a good shop owner.
Yeah. And what I like is when you come in, it's not like somebody that's been in business for a long time. And what do you want? No, he's actually happy to see you. He greets you
Welcome.
pleasantly and
Come on in.
with energy, and it's really nice coming over here.
Yeah. And especially for the different gender for having a man, a shop owner compared to, they always consider yarn like a women's thing or whatever. It's like, no, there's a lot of men who knit.
Yeah.
And crochet. So
I mean,
it's like,
and
good for them.
Be honest. Wouldn't you rather buy from a man than a woman?
I would.
Me too.
Okay. With that, we'll leave you.
Yes. So, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and Happy Holidays.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.